intended on being home early last night to do a live stream. And what I'm trying to learn is very complicated. And I'm kind of at a crossroads here where I don't know if I should just give it up because it's of really no benefit to me, but also wanting to learn the new skill, right? But it's like, it's very complicated and we haven't even scratched the surface yet. So I didn't get home until midnight. And then I intended on getting up early this morning and getting a live stream in, but Avery was up early. I thought she was going to sleep late because she didn't go to bed until late. And then, anyway, now I just finally put her down for a nap. So here we are now. Anyhow, we'll see what we can get done. Summer, hey, general. Okay. I need something to put this in here. Let's use this. Oh, what did I just do? I don't know if I did something stupid. All right, summer for general. Okay, generally speaking, you have some success coming in around a new job or business opportunity, or really it could be any new beginning. It looks like you've got communication coming in out of the blue from an old friend you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time. Could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Life is coming back into balance and your intuition is heightened, so definitely listen to it. It also looks like there may be opportunity for travel in the near future. You may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. As I complain about my new area of study. Anyhow, it looks pretty good. Things look pretty good. Libra, love coming this week. You have a wish around love. You've got growth, change, and transformation coming in around love. You may have to make a decision to walk away from something or someone that you feel no longer serves you. If you do that, you have a new journey on the horizon relatively soon, moving to greener pastures, possibly with a Taurus. It also looks like you have a Virgo around. Cause for celebration comes in around exploring new options. Emin, I need to ask a question regarding my beliefs. Is the book I believe in, is it distorted? Yeah, everything is distorted. Yeah, everything is distorted. I mean, I've had a hard time with religions and different beliefs for a long time now, but I found that the deeper I got into whatever it was I was studying at the time, the more I found it to be hypocritical. And that really, I hate hypocrisy. And there were certain things that, like, I just couldn't understand. Like, I can't understand, like, why would you consider yourself to be a Catholic if you don't follow the Catholic religion? Like, Catholicism says that it is a sin to have sex before marriage. Catholicism says that you don't eat meat on Fridays. Like if you're choosing not to follow the religion the way they say it is, but you're calling yourself a devout Catholic, I have an issue with that. I have an issue with it. And I found that but it's not just like that in Catholicism, it's in a lot of things. I remember when I was studying Kabbalah, it was like they were saying that you shouldn't alter your appearance. So if your hair is going gray, you should let it go gray. They weren't big on tattoos and makeup and all that kind of stuff. But yet they were taking lots and lots of money from Madonna, who, if anybody hasn't noticed, that's not her natural hair color. It's not her natural face or her natural body. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with altering your appearance, but if you're following a religion that says something, but you pick and choose what you follow, like that drives me nuts. And then all of a sudden, at some point, the Pope, I don't know when, I think it was before I was born, said that they did away with the meat on Friday thing. I mean, I mean, what happened? Jesus came down and said, you know, now that's not true anymore. I mean, how do we do that? Drives me nuts. And then these are the people that judge everybody else. You know, you have to find what works for you. And if you don't believe in it, you don't believe in it. If you do believe in it, you do believe in it. New me, what candle magic should I work on now? Now is a good time for clearing, cleansing, and removing negativity. And you may feel like it does a whole, like lifts the weight of the world right off your shoulders. Lydia, weak green vibe, no communication from the Leo or the Cancer. Okay. You have a wish this week. You have perseverance that comes in. Somebody from your past returns. You have Libra around this week. You have Cancer around this week. I don't see the Leo yet. Well, you got choices coming in. Growth, change, and transformation comes in. The Leo may come in later in the week. But you have a Libra and Libra and Cancer are around early in the week. Leo may come in later in the week. Communication picks up and he may want to spend time with you. There you go. There's also a Scorpio here. I don't know if you got a Scorpio around you, but you got a Scorpio showing up. That may be someone that hasn't come in yet. Anonymous. Okay, so my plan is to finally get my first apartment around March 2022. Or even earlier. Can you tell me the energy around that? And if not, around what time? Okay, let's see. No, the energy around that time is good. You're well prepared. You've got the Magician. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain and like you're being well respected, or you're taking care of things. The energy around that time is good. I think it could happen at that time. I've got to get this fan. You know, I always think I'm not going to need the fan on, and then I end up needing it. Don, money for the month of October. Money for the month of October. Not bad. Growth, change, transformation comes in around your finances. Feeling a little bit better compensated or better respected around a work or business opportunity. The Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. And with the Nine of Wands, feeling relief like you made it to the top of the mountain. Things should improve for you in October. Venus, what can I expect coming from the Aquarius tonight? A new beginning. You got communication coming in and a new beginning that leads to success. So I don't know where you guys are right now, but things should be improving, moving forward towards greener pastures. Perseverance pays off, happiness comes in. Precious, sees intentions for me. it's slow and stagnant. You may have to put some effort in if you want to see things move forward. You could feel as if you're not being treated fairly, or like this person doesn't put in enough effort, and that may be throwing the relationship out of balance. There's a little negativity around the situation. And this person's coming up as weak and like stagnant. If they're not doing their part, you might have to kind of reach out to them or try to cultivate things from your end, because I don't see them putting in all that much effort, and you could be feeling very frustrated. Leah, general. Negativity moves into the past, a Taurus enters. You have a Libra that comes in. Brand new energy. Taurus, Libra, Cancer. And then you've got a creative project on the horizon that comes in that you may be enjoying. You've got paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan makes you feel relief. It also looks like you may be feeling better compensated or better respected around work or school. You also are prepared for the future. Perseverance pays off, and you're moving forward towards greener pastures. Unit. Krishan is here again. He bought my book. Will he read it, and what will he think? He is gonna read it, and he's gonna be very, I don't know what the book is about, but it's like he feels very interested. I don't know if it's like personal, because it kind of makes him feel like he gets to know you better. I mean, even if it's not like a personal thing, even if it's a story, it still kind of makes him feel like he gets to know you better. Rosie, love from me and the Virgo in October. Maybe a little bit slow and stagnant, and you may be very annoyed in the beginning. The beginning of the month could be very rough, but as the month goes on, things could start to improve. Then you may feel a little bit more like the hard work that you've put in has come back to you. And with the Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility, relief around the situation comes in. As the month goes on, this situation should improve. The beginning is kind of stagnant. Romance heats up to middle of October, towards the end of October. Odwin, general reading. You may have a new opportunity around business or work, or some business partnerships that you feel either work well for you or bring in more money. You're stepping into your own strength. You're feeling much more successful. You got success coming in. It also looks like you may be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, which serves you well. It looks like cause for celebration comes in when a wish comes true. You're headed off to the 10 cups being full. Might be making a decision to go back to school or learn a new area of study. It would serve you well if you did. Life is about to change for the better quickly. Plus, you may be moving forward towards greener pastures. Anxiety or depression or anything like that should be moving into the past before we get to the end of October. Chantel. What's Martin's true intentions towards Christina? Because I don't know if he's being honest with me, okay? Well, it seems like they don't really get along. It looks like they're fighting constantly. There could be, he could have made a decision to stop seeing her. Like, he couldn't stand the arguments, and then nothing was ever settled. Like, they were always arguing, fighting, and bickering. And it doesn't look like he's working on the relationship with her. I don't know what he's telling you, but it doesn't look like this is a relationship that he's putting effort into repair. It looks like he's getting away from it. And with the Fool in reverse, you should find out. Like, he should tell you all of this stuff. You guys would have a discussion about what's gone on, where it's going, and everything should come to light with the Fool in reverse. So I think for the most part he is not lying. I think he's pretty much telling you the truth. I mean, I can't say that he's, when it comes to like dealing with exes, people usually have like bigger balls when they're talking about it, and when they actually have to go and do it, they don't usually, it doesn't usually, they're softer, right? They feel bad. But it doesn't look like he's working on his relationship with her. He looks like it's ended and it's over, and he made that decision. Jackson, why isn't Michelle texting or Snapchatting me back? She will. You got to wait for divine timing. She may be. First of all, she may be busy. Like she may like not be. She could be out and about, and she's just not, got the phone in her hand right now, because it looks like she may be out with friends. I don't know what she's doing, or she could be out with family. She's out and about. She will get back to you, because the relationship is moving back into balance, and she makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down, and then all of a sudden things start to move forward. So she just could have had a busy couple of days. I wouldn't reach out to her again until she answers you. Love T, are his actions towards me? He's a little stagnant, and you may find him to be a little disappointing, but you do have some communication coming in. He should be reaching out to you, and maybe you may even be seeing each other in the near future. Orchid. Let's see, let me do anonymous. Shoreline Beach Club, Summit Ridge, or another one? Okay, let's see. Shoreline Beach. Summit Ridge. The other one. Okay, I have Shoreline Beach, then Summit, and then the last one would be the new place. I don't know, the new place comes in least. I think Shoreline. I think you're right with the Shoreline. Full moon. Oh, I don't see it yet. Let me do Orchid. Will he try to come back? I forgot the question. Oh, that's okay. Will he try to come back? At some point, yeah. It just doesn't look like it happens in the immediate future. Full moon, general for this upcoming week at school. It looks like your hard work pays off and things move forward pretty quickly. You seem very focused and grounded. A wish comes true. You'll be very busy. You've got a lot to do, but you're listening to your intuition. You're very focused, and it seems like by the end of the week you feel as if you've made it to the top of the mountain. Things have moved forward. You've accomplished quite a lot, and you got success. Depression. Someone good moved in below me. Made this one bedroom where I'm at good, but will the energy of the two bedroom be as good? Okay. I think the two-bedroom one will be just as good. But you know what? At least it'll be your choice. You know, now you might feel like I don't have to leave this place. Like, you know, or you can go and see how you feel over in the two-bedroom place. You may decide that you'd rather stay where you are, but at least it's your choice. So I think that's a good thing. Aqua, how will this week go at work? Good. First of all, it should go by really quickly. Things change for the better for you fast, and you got the judgment card. Being guided by the divine. Feeling grounded and stable, a wish comes true, listening to your intuition. The week should fly by really quick. Kevin, I spoke to my ex's mom. She says that she doesn't have cancer, and basically she's telling me I'm crazy. So what is going on there? Is she lying to me about the cancer, or does she just not know? She might not know. She doesn't know. No, I don't believe that she knows. Chantel, what is Martin's intentions towards me? Well, he's a little bit all over the place right now, but basically he's not holding himself back. I think he's looking for a new beginning. You got the Empress here. Love, money, abundance, fertility, and the world at your feet. It may be a long road. It might not happen overnight, but I think he's looking to get back into good graces and see if you guys could stabilize your relationship. It just may be, may not be something that happens overnight. Sepia, general. Should have a new job opportunity that comes in that should be bringing in some substantial money. But you may be undecided because maybe you're going to have more than one opportunity. Looks like your perseverance pays off. An old wound starts to heal and move into the past. A wish comes true. Got plenty of money coming in. You may even be working on a side hustle or a side business that could bring in extra money. There may even be some opportunity to travel between now and the end of the year. I gotta pee, I'll be right back. You taking the snooze, Dylan? Lita. I don't see it yet. Oh, there it is. Do you still see him trying to come back and communicate? And if so, when? Yes. Could be sometime early winter. Sepia love. Okay, you got some love and passion coming in here. And all of a sudden starting to feel like finally things are starting to move forward quickly. You got a Taurus, a Cancer, a Capricorn here, feeling well respected and well balanced. You also may have some new energy come in. You've got perseverance pays off around love. You're no longer holding yourself back. Could be exploring options. Somebody from your past returns, and Aquarius enters. You have a wish around love, put it out into the universe and listen to your intuition. You are moving forward towards greener pastures, and the next relationship you enter should be well balanced and well functioning. It's just a matter of who it's going to be. There's plenty of options that come in, and there's even new people that I don't think that you met yet. That Aquarius I don't think is around you yet. Perseverance could lead you to a committed relationship before the end of the year. Keep exploring those options. Sepia career. You might have choices when it comes to your career, and you might be feeling a little bit undecided about which road to take. Perseverance pays off and brings in some serious money with some good business relations. Got a new journey on the horizon. Feeling like balance has come back into your life. Next job you're at, you should feel better compensated, better respected, and you may have the opportunity to choose between two jobs. Negativity around your current career moves into the past, and you may be feeling a little bit more passionately about your career in your next job. Sepia, me and William, and then me and Jonathan. Okay. Okay, with William, it looks like you have a wish around the situation, and you may be feeling undecided about whether or not you want to move forward with him. There's relief around the situation. Something around the situation makes you feel relief, and that may make you decide to move forward because it doesn't look like you're holding yourself back, but you will have choices. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility comes in around this relationship, and the world is at your feet. This relationship should come back into balance, and there is long-term potential around it. I think he's going to want things to move forward. I think he's a little bit quicker to act than these other guys that we've seen. Me and Jonathan. Communication comes in, but it may be slow and stagnant, and you may get frustrated and move on to greener pastures. But you should be hearing from him. If you haven't spoken to him in quite some time, communication comes in sometime this month, or it starts this month, and perseverance pushes it to the next level. You're going to have choices around love. There's no doubt about it with that card. And you're not holding yourself back or waiting around for anything. So something's got to move forward for you pretty quickly. I don't know. I think William is quicker than Jonathan. I think he's looking to get the ball rolling. Kiara is Aliana gonna win SC in Vancouver. I'm not convinced. She's got a chance. I don't know what it is. She's got about a 33% chance that she'll win. It's going to be a stretch. Jasmine, general. Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Intuition's heightened, so definitely listen to it. Fire sign enters that could be of significance. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, life changes for the better quickly. Being at the right place at the right time, being guided by the divine, brings in a water sign. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, the sun comes out over your life. If you've been waiting to hear back from someone about something, or it could be like a person, hey, I hope I hear from him. You could be hearing back from a job or a school. You should get that communication in the month of October. Kevin, has she had cancer previously? Does she get checked frequently because she's already had it before? Yeah, I don't think that she knows that she has it. Davey, general for this week. Maybe make a decision to walk away from something or someone that no longer serves you. You could be moving forward pretty quickly your whole life. You got a committed relationship that may start this week or relatively soon with the Empress. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Careful with that card if you don't want children right now. You're headed over towards the 10 cups being full. You may be very busy at work, but it's all good and maybe bringing in some nice money. It also looks like with the Wheel of Fortune, you got some good luck coming in. Davey, love for this week. Love looks promising this week. You got soulmate connection that enters. It could be with a Scorpio. There could be growth, change, and transformation around anyone that you're currently talking to. It also looks like there's a fire sign around. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and possibly a Cancer. And a Leo. The Leo, if they may come in out of the blue, like a bolt of lightning. Love should do really well this week. Let's see what goes on. Anonymous, will my mom come around to the idea of it? Time right now, she's acting like she just did when it came to me getting a car. She's kind of scared of the idea, but she loves the fact that I have a car. Yeah, I mean, if you kind of get into your mom's head, you know, it's hard when, I think, just in my experience from growing up, right? Like, I remember, I don't even know, I was lost in space. I really was lost in space. I had such high hopes for this world, and it's gone down the crapper really fast. But, like, if I put myself back into, like, where I was when I came out of college, in my head, what I was going to do, a friend of mine, she had gone to Fordham, and we were planning on moving into Manhattan, and we were going to live together and be roommates. So what I was doing while I was living at home is I was strategically buying all sorts of stuff I knew that I was going to need while I was living in my apartment in the city. And I had it like stockpiled in the corner. Shampoo, toothpaste, all that kind of shit. Now, in my head, I thought I was being smart. And my mom knew I was doing this, right? She never said anything to me. Maybe she heard me say it and she knew that it was never going to happen. Because apartments in New York City are very, very, very expensive and very, very, very small. So where are you bringing all this toothpaste? Where are you putting it? You don't have a spare room. You don't have a spare anything. Um, so like when I look back on like the way that I was thinking how things were going to be there, they were very different. Like reality was a big smack in the face. But um, it's scary. It's scary because like working with kids, first of all, like they would tell me some of the things that they did, like parking their cars somewhere in a park and sleeping out there in the middle of the night. Like that could be dangerous. I mean, it could be dangerous, right? Well, when you're an adult, you realize that, and when you're a kid, you're like, just think it's cool, and if you get away with it, it's cool, right? You know, it's like, but you're not supposed to be there. God knows who else is showing up there in the middle of the night, and you're in a car, so it's like people can see you. It's not like you're in like an RV where no one can see you. It's creepy. Like, what would you do if you woke up in the middle of the park in a car and I don't know, and there's like a weird guy standing there? It's just creepy. Anyway, so if you get into your mom's head as from her perspective, it's very scary to let your kid go out into this fucked up world because it's fucked up. You know, people that you think you can trust, you find out. I mean, sometimes the closest people to you are they treat you the worst. So imagine how strangers are going to treat you, right? But if you haven't had all that experience yet, you're not really that aware of it until it happens. Like, this is how people act. Like, this is what people do to one another. So I can understand your mom's, being afraid because, this world it's a scary place. Yeah, I feel like right now she also may be questioning whether or not it's really going to happen. I think her idea in her head is probably like my mom's. I'll worry when it happens. For you, I think, I don't know, maybe it's because of the location or where you live, or maybe you're a little bit more realistic than I was, but it looks like it can really happen for you. I don't remember at what point in my head did I realize that that wasn't going to happen for me, but New York City, it's just incredibly expensive. I mean, it's not affordable by any means, especially for 20-year-olds. Maybe if you lived in if you grew up in the apartment and yet that apartment was in the family for years. But to just walk into New York City and be like, hey, I'd like to rent an apartment. You'd be living in this and it would cost you $3,000. Anyway, she'll warm up to it. When you get there, you're settled and she feels like it's safe. Then she'll warm up to it. Right now, I think she's kind of skeptical on whether or not it's ever really going to happen. Julie, has C tried to call? No, I don't think so. Elizabeth, what's the ex's next move? He's perseverant. Communication's coming in and he's going to want to see you. And he's persistent. Like, if you don't answer the phone, he's going to keep trying. But fuck him. Don't answer the phone if you don't want to. Sarah, if I messaged he, will he respond and try to see me? Yes, I think so. Lita, what does he think about me? Okay, the devil is here. So I don't know if there's a Capricorn involved in this situation. If not, he may think that you're deceitful. Or this also could be that you overindulge in earthly pleasures, whatever it is. The devil's a little might be somewhat of a red flag for him. I don't know what your relationship is with him right now, though. Does seem to have a lot of respect for you. Does think that you're a strong person who's very creative. May think that you're very unique, fun-loving, free-spirited, genuinely happy, kind-hearted, sincere, and successful. Elizabeth, I've been really stressed out of the job. Will I do good? Yeah, you'll be fine. I just think it's because it's new. I think it's going to take a minute for you to settle into it. Elizabeth, I did that one. Emin, if I left, would they find someone else similar to me? Is this a work-related thing? Yeah. Yeah, if you left, they would replace you. I think they would have no choice but to replace you. Julie, when R dropped off the little girl on Friday, was he disappointed that he didn't see me? Or didn't give Was he disappointed he didn't see me? Yeah, I think he was disappointed he didn't see you. Kevin, no, she never had cancer, but she's lying about getting checked, because if you get checked frequently, that the last time you were there, they would have told you. Yeah. Yeah, she could be lying about getting checked. Fred, is Sagittarius the one? You know that I don't think that there is one person. Yeah, I can't tell you that one person is the one that you're supposed to be with. I don't believe that. I think that you can make things work, sure. And I think that about just about anybody. I mean, you guys have a nice connection, and there's plenty of room for growth, change, and transformation. There's plenty of passion, and it looks like things are moving forward, and the relationship is strengthening. So things look good right now. But yeah, but I can't say that somebody is the one when I don't believe in the one. I don't believe that there's one person we're supposed to be with. Like, I don't mean that I think that you should have 17 different partners. I mean, unless that's what you want to do. But I mean, like, I don't think you have to go combing the earth to find one specific certain person. I think that you could have plenty of options along the way, and that they could be successful. More or less. General for the week. General for the week. Okay, you've got the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities and ways of bringing in extra money. You've got life moving forward pretty quickly, possibly taking a road trip of some type. It looks like negativity is starting to move into the past, and so is anxiety. You may have time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. And the Empress is here. Love, money, abundance, fertility looks good this week. Please be careful with that card if you don't want children right now. Yeah, Kevin, I don't think that she knows that she has cancer. No. What I was wondering is if, like, she was someone who gets checked frequently because she had cancer previously, so they check more often than, like, the average person who's never had it. TD, general for the week ahead. Looks like a pretty good week. Somebody from your past may return, or you could run into somebody you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time. Maybe working on a creative project of some type. You could have a Scorpio around. Growth, change, and transformation comes in and around your life. Somebody makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down, that could be quite passionate. Success comes in around work or business. Soulmate connection looks good if you're with someone right now. Perseverance pays off around work, business, school. Feeling a little bit better compensated, better appreciated. Leo, well, I have a relation with Ailes, who I met on Facebook. I'm not seeing that right now, no. Not as of now. The chance is slim. Mr. Maurice, general reading for 2 weeks. Sure. Things change for you for the better quickly out of the clear blue sky. Somebody from your past returns, or you may run into an old friend that you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time. A disappointment moves into the past. Maybe working on a creative project or exploring a creative side. Looks like you got some good luck coming in. A Scorpio could enter. That may be from the person from the past or the old friend. Also looks like you have growth, change, and transformation that comes in and around your life. No longer feeling stuck, but your perseverance seems to pay off, and success seems to come in around finances. An old wound starts to heal and moves into the past, and you step into your own strength, your own confidence, and you're feeling good by the end of the 2 weeks. You also may be feeling very good physically. The hard work that you put into something school, work, business related comes back to you, and its cause for celebration comes in. You may have a good couple of weeks. And general work for the next 2 weeks. You should see some good justice. Got some good karma coming in. You're no longer feeling stuck. Perseverance pays off. Things can move forward really quickly in the next couple of weeks. Feeling grounded and stable, or like you have good clients, customers, partners, whatever it is, people that you work with. You should have a good rapport with them. It also looks like you've got some success coming in on whatever you've been working on. Moving forward towards greener pastures, money comes in, and you could be feeling better compensated or better appreciated around work. You also may be focused here on a side hustle, or that could come up in the next 2 weeks. Feeling no longer burdened by the weight of the world, but like things are finally starting to move forward around your career. Amber, love for October. World is at your feet. You got cause for celebration that comes in around a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. If you're not with anyone right now, it could be a Scorpio. It looks like a disappointment moves into the past. Communication picks up. Not looking back on the past fondly, but eager for your life to move forward. Soulmate connection comes in with somebody who can make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. If you're with someone right now and things are good, then the relationship should move forward well. If you're not with anyone, somebody new comes in out of the clear blue sky, and you feel as if the hard work that you put into love pays off. It should be a good month for you. TD, the Libra sister called and apologized. What's her energy towards me now? Well, she comes up as being like she was prepared to make the apology, like she feels like she stepped up to the plate, or like she took the high road. But death is in reverse, so I'm kind of concerned that nothing is, that I don't know how much is actually changing around her yet. You know, she still may go back to her old ways. I would just be a little cautious. Right now, she seems sincere, but with the death in reverse, she may, I might not really continue. She may be good for a while. I would be cautious with her. She feels as if she took the high road right now, which she did. Like, it's always nice when somebody reaches out and apologizes, especially when they owe it to you. But I'm just skeptical as to whether or not. Like, she's almost patting herself on the back, I feel. But it's okay. Big Mac, will I get out of the financial mess? You will. You absolutely will. When it comes to finances, I've made some terrible mistakes. But one thing that I've learned is that if you do what you can to get yourself back in order, and you find, reach out to people that you think can help you, especially if it doesn't cost you anything, you can really straighten yourself up. I went through a really rough time a couple of years ago. It was really rough. Then I look back on it and I'm like, I don't know how I made it through that. Anyhow, yeah, so I have definite faith that you can do the same. But I didn't stop looking until I found different ways that I could. Like, I couldn't continue on the way I was going, handling things the way I was handling them. Something had to change, and I needed to, figure out what my options were as far as moving forward. I think that's a problem, just generally speaking, a lot of people have in life in general. They're not doing anything different, but they want something to change. When am I going to get pregnant? Well, you'll get pregnant when you focus on it and you do what you need to do to get pregnant. You don't need the cards to tell you that. That's free will. When am I going to lose weight? Well, you'll lose weight when you change your diet, you start exercising. But you're not going to lose weight if you continue doing what you're doing right now. You're going to maintain where you're at. The same thing with the finances. So if you figure out what it is that needs to be done, you can get out of it. Yeah. You just have to figure out what it is. It can't go on the way it's going on, otherwise you're not going to get out of it. You have to figure out where the change needs to happen. And that was a really hard lesson. It took me a really long time to learn. Anyhow. Son, did Y get jealous over me today? Did Y get jealous over me today? I don't see jealousy here today. No, I don't know what happened, but I don't see jealousy. Suella, I just told Dawson that we need a break. How is he feeling? I think he's feeling a little bit bummed, but he might kind of agree with you that you guys do need a break. Because he may be feeling as if the relationship is at a standstill and it's not growing anymore. And once again, you need to do something different to change it. If you want things to grow and change, you can't keep going down the same road you're going. And so I think he kind of agrees that you guys do need a break. Love Tea, what's next in my love life? Got a new journey on the horizon. If you're not with anyone right now, you might make a decision to walk away from anything or anyone that is just not stepping up to the plate. You may decide to cut these people out of your life, or this person out of your life, whoever it is, no longer holding yourself back. When you change the energy or your attitude in how you're going about love, if you're not with anyone right now, you have new options. Water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You also have a Taurus that comes in that seems to mean business. But you may have to leave behind something that you feel either not been working for you or is always a disappointment. Miss J, October readings. Sure. October love reading. A disappointment moves into the past, and you've got the ability to manifest new opportunities that are very lucky around love that makes you feel like the world is at your feet. Anxiety moves into the past. An old betrayal seems to hurt, seems to heal and move into the past. The hard work that you put into love will come back to you. If you're not with anybody right now in a stable relationship or committed relationship, you have the opportunity for commitment coming in this fall. I can't swear it's going to happen in October, but it should happen before the winter. You've got a Sagittarius, you have an Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and then you have another fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. If you are in a committed relationship, I would say things will move forward for you, but you might have to make decisions to like focus on, focus on growing the relationship and maybe letting go of things that you can't change about your partner and just kind of accepting that their faults for what they are. But love looks pretty good for you. Kevin, what happened for me in the month of October? Okay. You've got a couple of things here that are nice. You got some nice financial stuff happening. The hard work that you put into your work, job, school, business, whatever you do all day should pay off. Feeling a little bit more financially stable. The world is at your feet. You've got a wish, put it out into the universe, no longer feeling burdened or weighed down by the weight of the world, but feeling like life is starting to move forward. A disappointment moves into the past. Air sign comes in that might be of significance. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. The love cup is full before the time we get to the end of the month. And you may even have the opportunity to travel. The soulmate connection can start or rekindle before the end of the month. Looks like a nice month. Desiree, did Tom enjoy our coffee date? I just want him to be comfortable with me, how I am, and with him. He did enjoy the date, and I think that there's more to come. Things look pretty good between you and him. He seems to be comfortable, or he's getting comfortable. Yeah, things look pretty good. TD, that's how she is. Okay. All right. Simran, what does Jay currently feel and think about me, good and bad? Thinks you're smart, creative, unique, hardworking, well-focused, kind-hearted, sincere, intelligent, smart, creative, unique. Yeah. I would say they also may think that sometimes you hold yourself back. Sometimes you can be overly dramatic, overly sensitive. Sometimes you could even be difficult. But generally, they think that you're a pretty happy person. Little Virgo, October general reading. Okay, you might be making a decision to walk away from something or someone that you no longer feel serves you, or you're not getting what you want from them. And you may be starting a new journey when a wish comes true and a Virgo comes in. If you're not crazy about the Virgo, you also have a Gemini coming in. You got happiness coming in around love. And somebody makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. So you got fire sign, We got a Gemini and a Virgo that come in. Somebody makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down, and you might make the decision to walk away from something that's not going anywhere or not giving you what you want. You have the world at your feet in October, and plenty of options for a committed relationship if that's what you're looking for. Simran, what does G currently feel and think about me, good and bad? May think that you're perseverant, hardworking. May also think that you're smart, intelligent, kind, understanding, unique. May also think you're indecisive, that you play games, or that you can be either overly dramatic or overly defensive, self-defensive. Simran, what does R currently think about me, good and bad? Thinks that you're strong, intelligent, kind-hearted, successful, that you have a lot going for you, or that you have a lot of potential, but may think that you can be deceitful. They also think that you can be overly dramatic or overly sensitive or hard to deal with. And may also think that you're fun and exciting, and that somewhat of a free spirit, or you have a lot of maybe a lot of interests or a lot of hobbies that make you kind of interesting. Little Virgo, what does the Cancer say about me to his close friends? Well, I mean, can't close friends, he could have a lot of conversations with about you. So I don't know everything that he says about you, but he seems to, I mean, he could have, it doesn't look like he really talks much about you because he's got the Hermit here. But I would say that the overall feel is that I think there's deceit around this situation. I think that he doesn't tell you the whole truth, and I think he might lie to them too, or he doesn't tell them the truth either. I don't think he does all that much talking about you. If he does say anything, he may say that he thinks that you're a strong person, you're kind-hearted, you're sincere, you're very successful, you have a lot of potential. But I don't know, he's got deceit around him, so I don't really trust things that come out of his mouth with the Devil card there. Asia. How come every reader I said would get the grant from Kim D helped me apply, but I didn't? How come every reader I said I would get the grant from Kim D helped me apply for, but I didn't? You didn't get the grant? Maybe you didn't get it yet. Or maybe, you know, the cards can be funny. So if this is something that's like a yearly thing, or you can apply for it every 6 months, the chances are that you could still get it at another point. You're just not getting it right now. You know, it's like cards can be very funny, because if you're looking at your life as like on a whole, from above it, looking down on it, right? So let's just say I happened to fail 3 road tests before I got my license. How come? I don't know. That's a whole other story. But if you were looking at my life from standing on top of it, and you look down on it and you ask the question, will Danny get her driver's license? Yes. Because I got my driver's license. But there were several tests that were failed before that. But the ultimate outcome was I was going to get my driver's license. So you may still get this grant at another point. You just didn't get it this time. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to like the cards, you really have to think outside the box. Just like how many times somebody will say, am I going to hear from the Aquarius? Am I going to hear from the Aquarius? Am I going to hear from the Aquarius? And the cards are like, yes, 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 yes. And then all of a sudden what happens? You meet a new Aquarius, and then there you go. So I'm going to say that the cards may not be wrong. You still could get that grant at some point. You just didn't get it now. Which is, I know it's fucked up, because it's like, that's not a help. Right? Like, how is that helping me? The answer is no. But what happens if you were told no, you weren't going to get it, you didn't apply for it, and then you never applied for it? Now, maybe you could reapply in 6 months. If you could reapply for it, you might get it next time. It could be very frustrating, and I feel like sometimes, especially people that go to a lot of readers, sometimes you get conflicting things. And the reason why I feel for that, taken that, say that every reader is experienced, they know what they're doing, and she said that I'm going to be with him, and she said I'm not going to be with him, and she said, for that, I feel like the energy's flowing, right? So you ever have somebody say to you, I'm never ever going to fucking talk to him again. I'm not talking to him again. I fucking hate him. And then 2 days later, they're back together. Well, in that moment, they really meant that, I'm not talking to him. I'm not doing it. They may have even convinced you of that. But then 2 days later, it's like, what happened? Oh, we're back together. Yeah, well, how'd that happen? 2 days ago, you were about to, send a hitman out on him. That's sometimes the way things work or are really humped up. My suggestion would be, if you want this and you can reapply. Asia, when is Sharif coming towards me? Well, he's coming off right now as stuck, stagnant, and weak. I wouldn't expect much happening anytime soon because he's the hangman, and you may feel as if he's treated you unfairly. I wouldn't. If you want something to happen with him, I wouldn't wait on him, because it doesn't look like he's headed your way. It looks like he's stuck where he is. HK, how does EP feel after running into me at the bar? All right, I don't know what your relationship is with this person, but they may feel, I don't know, like awkward or twisted about running into you. It's like 8 of Wands is in reverse, like nothing has changed quickly, or like the Love Cup is here in reverse. Ace of Cups is in reverse. If this is an ex, right, or somebody who you used to have mutual interest, I would say they might not have been thrilled to be running into you, because they may be bringing up old memories that are uncomfortable for them at this point. I don't know. There's something that feels off about running into them. Maybe they were taken by surprise. They weren't prepared for it. They weren't ready. And it's made them feel a little bit, I don't know, like, not upset. They're not upset about it, but they feel awkward about it. Or they feel like it was weird. Or they're not happy with themselves. I don't know. Something doesn't sit right with them. HK, what does AP say about me to his friends? I don't think that this person does all that much talking. Did you have a tower moment with him? It looks like there's a tower moment around this situation where there was a lot of hurt, and he doesn't do much talking. He may think a lot about things, but it doesn't look as if he talks to anybody too much. But when you have friends, when you're friends with someone, you talk to them a lot. There's a lot of conversation. I'm sure he says something, but I can't tell. Like, I can't tell you guys what people's personal conversations are. I don't know. And not only that, but it's like, even if I could get into somebody's personal conversations, like, I don't know, the cards just don't work like that. Like, I can't tell you, like, I don't know, like, what my brother says to my sister-in-law about me. And I'm sure that they talk shit, because they're family, and family talk shit. I'm sure that they say things about me that I would not like, that I wouldn't want to hear. So I don't understand these questions that are like, what do they not like about me? Because what are you going to do about it? You can't change it. You're not going to change your negative traits, the traits that somebody else thinks are negative, to please them. It doesn't work like that. So what's the point in knowing what people say or what people think that are negative? Because you're not going to be able to fix it. Yeah, I could give you like Well, he could say that he had fun with you, right? If the Fool is there, oh, it was fun, it was exciting. But I can't specifically say, well, he thinks that you're the best thing that ever happened to him, or he thinks that he never wants to speak to you ever again. The cards don't speak in specific conversations. I mean, like the Hermit card, I would say he doesn't talk much. The Tower, there was a disaster. He probably wants to stay away from it. But I can't give you word for word what somebody says. I don't know. And I don't believe that anybody knows. If somebody tells you that they're going to give you specific conversations, I don't believe that that's true. Kevin, can I get more information on the last card that you pulled about the soulmate connection at the end of October? Sure. Soulmate connection at the end of October. Okay, it could be, there's the Eight of Pentacles around it, which means that there's hard work around this situation, or there may even be school or more school involved. It could be somebody that you meet through, I don't know, a training session, or I don't know, if you got to go to a kid's school, right? You could meet somebody at the kid's school. There could be school around it, or education. It doesn't have to be, like, you got to think outside the box. Like, it could be, hey, I'm learning how to do, I don't know, karate. That could be the school. Could be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. It could be a new beginning that brings in cause for celebration. You're no longer holding yourself back. It could have a lot of potential around it. Lots of room for growth, change, and transformation. It also looks like there's a new journey on the horizon for you with the Fool. It could lead to a committed relationship. I don't know if you know if this is new energy or it's energy that you've been around. The cards don't indicate that it's somebody from the past, but that doesn't mean it's not. You know, like I said, the cards work funny. So if you had to go, like just as an example, if you had to go to school for one of your kids and you went with your ex-wife, that could be the situation that starts the new soulmate journey. Or it could also be, right, because I don't know specifically how it's going to play out. You go to start karate lessons and there's somebody else that starts karate lessons, and that's how it happens. Like, it seems to be that it's through an educational institution of some form. And I can't swear if it's new or old energy. I don't know if you already know that. It seems to be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Brianna, general for the week of October 3rd to October 9th. You got nice stuff that happens around work and business. Feeling better appreciated, better grounded, making better decisions, or having decisions to make, or choices and decisions, listening to your intuition. It also looks like the love cup is full. If you're with someone, fine, things look good. If you're not with anyone, somebody comes in out of the clear blue sky that you meet through divine timing. Could be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. It also looks like you got some good luck that comes in, and you have an Aquarius comes in, and you have a wish that comes true. A new beginning could come in around business, work, school, whatever you do all day. Simon, the good and bad traits of JT. This person's pretty grounded and stable. They're very respectful. I think that they treat people with a lot of respect. They're pretty intuitive. They seem to be a very fair person. However, they also seem to be a little deceitful. They could be a disaster in their own right. They may be the kind of person that when they have an issue, the whole world has to stop and kind of clean up the mess. They're genuinely a happy person. They're intelligent. They have good plans for the future, or they have good goals and desires for the future. And they seem to be either eager to travel, or they enjoy traveling. That could be good or bad. They seem to be pretty good with money. That could be pretty good quality. And they seem to be very strong and courageous, independent and loyal. Simran, good and bad traits of RT. Good and bad traits of RT. This person is kind and caring. They're also very respectful. They're a loving person. They're pretty good, have pretty good communication skills. They're pretty decisive. I mean, indecisive, sorry. They could be very indecisive. They're very focused. When they have something to do or when they focus on something, they get things done. They're a happy person. They're very passionate at. They could be a little deceitful. They may like to overindulge in substances too. They could walk away from things that no longer serve them, which could be a good thing, but it also could be a bad thing because sometimes they don't always give the other person a chance. They could walk away, you know, and just throw their hands up. Miss J, what is the reason the B hasn't reached out since I saw him a week ago? Like, what is he thinking of me that prevents him from reaching out? I think his intentions are to reach out. You got communication coming in, and he seems to be thinking a lot about things. The hard work you put into this will come back to you. Seems to have a lot of respect for you, and I think he's interested. I don't see any reason why you can't reach out to him. If you want to get the ball started, hey, what's going on? It's been a while, wanted to check in, and just keep it light and friendly. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If you don't, I still think you're going to hear from him. I don't think he's purposely not calling you. I just don't think that he's had a chance to make a plan, you know, like, what am I going to call for? Like, I don't think he's had anything set up, like, hey, I want to go out Tuesday, or hey, I think he's waiting until he knows what he can make an offer of some type. I would just reach out to him if I were you. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't reach out to this guy. I just hate to see somebody sit around in that waiting, because the waiting kind of keeps you waiting and keeps you stagnant when you could reach out to him and talk to him today, right? So why not? And then that could get the ball rolling and make it less awkward. Because if you're waiting and he's waiting, and it just puts time and space between the two people, and why do we want that? Sarah, am I going on a date? Am I going to date Adele at some point? Yeah, you could. You could. It may not be right away, but you could. Where are you? Are you in Egypt? That's really cool. I don't know what that EGP is. I'm guessing Egypt. Yeah, you got a chance for that to happen. Rosie, why is M holding back towards me? Is it better to give up on this connection? I would say you may end up giving up on it because you may feel like he's just treated you unfairly, and you could get a new opportunity and move past it. If you don't feel like he's putting in enough effort, I would call him out on it. I mean, if you've tried giving him space and you're really disconnected, and you feel like it's still not moving forward, you can call him out on it and then decide to walk away. I mean, he just seems very stagnant, and the energy around the situation is way off. And I think that that's the issue. There's a lot of resistance around the situation. And it just seems to keep being like disappointing, or it just has a disappointing feel around it. I would keep your options open, for sure. Aqua, when will I get the promotion at my job? When will I get a promotion at my job? there could be potential anytime between now and the end of the year. Well, now right through the winter. You should get a promotion before the end of the winter. Let's put it that way. Diamonds would be the winter. 10 would be October. But I would think with the diamonds, it would be closer to the winter time. UAF, will B find his wallet. Oh, that's such a bitch when that happens. One of my friends recently thought that she lost her wallet. And it ended up being she'd gone out with another friend who had a son who was like, you know, the age that they're in the booster seat but not the car seat. And the wallet had slipped underneath the booster seat. Like, I think it went between the seat and the booster seat. So she found hers, thank God. Cards indicate he's going to find it. So look in those kind of bizarre places like that. That's so annoying. Jesus. TD, his intentions towards me this week. Cause for celebration comes up around soulmate connection. I think his intentions should be for things to move forward. Communication picks up. The energy around the situation is kind and caring, and you should be seeing one another. UAF spirit messages for this week. King of Air. Brilliant, impartial, professional, and diplomatic. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. Balance mental and emotional considerations. The Chariot. Archangel Metatron. An important achievement. Self-discipline, willpower, public recognition. The Wheel. Archangel Michael. Time of positive change. As a situation suddenly moves forward, you've got good fortune on your side. Ugh. Excuse me, I like Archangel Michael. Raphael's my favorite, but I like him too. Maybe it's new energy, Kevin. That would be great. That would be a good thing. Twinkle, twinkle. Why does B stare at me so much? I think there's something that he can't figure out about you. I don't know what it is, but he comes up as feeling undecided, or he's trying to draw a conclusion. He's undecided about something. It does look like whatever it is that he feels indecisive about, you guys will have a conversation about one day, and he'll tell you. Like he couldn't put his finger on something. He's trying to figure something out. It's done out of curiosity or confusion or both. Sun. What does the manager Brandon think of me? Thinks that you're smart, focused, that you like has a lot of respect for you. Thinks you have a lot of potential. Thinks that you're kind-hearted, sincere, and a hard worker. Also may think that you have very strong intuition. Sarah, is the business idea I have worth my time or not? I think it's worth it. Yeah, I would explore your options. Martha, why does the Aries want a relationship so bad? does want a relationship. Um, it feels like he'll be more completed. He'll be more grounded, more stable, and more worthy. I hate to say that worthy thing, but a lot of people tie their self-worth into whether or not they're in a relationship. And he's somebody who does. Wants to be in a relationship, no doubt. Kevin, what happens in the first week of November to me? Inform me. Got a Capricorn around that could be of significance. You have a wish that comes true. Feeling more balanced, more stable, more appreciated, and better compensated at work. What's the matter, my boy? You got a new journey on the horizon. You got money coming in. Money coming in, or even career advancement in first week of November. You're well prepared too. Well prepared and well balanced. Let me see what this guy needs. What's happening there, Dylan? Oh shit. Are you hungry, buddy? What? What do you need? What do you want? Oh. He's drinking his water. Right. Let me put on, she's awake, but she's not throwing a fit. So let me see if I can put a movie on for her. Oh, I can't do that from this phone. Alright, that's alright. We'll put on. Oh, forget it. I got to do it from the other phone. You know why? Because this one has got commercials and she won't tolerate the commercials. How do you like that? Right, let me just put on a movie for her. Right, I don't know if I skipped anyone, so let me know if I skipped anyone. I'm at Aqua on this phone. What is KH's intentions by reaching out to me? What is KH's intentions by reaching out to me? Okay, I don't know who this person is to you, but they're looking for things to move forward quickly. So if this is like a love connection, I would say they're looking for the relationship to pick up speed. If this is a work relationship, they're looking for you to come back to work or to work more. Whatever it is, your relationship to them should pick up and move forward. Cimarron, good and bad traits of the S currently. S may have some anxiety. They also may be somewhat of a disaster in themselves, and they could be deceitful. They're kind, caring, and sincere. They may be pretty grounded and stable, but they lie if they have to. They have a lot of ambition and they're very well prepared for the future. Loving, kind, intelligent. They've got potential. They don't hold themselves back, but they could be selfish. Yeah, where could we look or find it? Did you check the car? The car, the seat, underneath something, and it's in a weird place behind something, I think. Behind something, under something. Maybe behind the dresser. I think it's behind something or underneath something, but I think it's around, in the car or in the house. I don't think it's like left at a store or anything like that. I think it's in the house or in the car. Brittany, why did Jordan contact me? Well, this person's coming up as undecided, but also with a love connection. So I don't know. I don't know what your relationship is with this person. If they're a love interest, they may be curious about whether or not you guys can move forward as a soulmate connection with the love cup full. If you guys are, like there could be, like, hey, I'm curious to see where this can go kind of a thing. Could be some romance there. Simran, good and bad traits of HB. Just give me the side eye. This person is very loving and very kind. They also come up as very undecided or indecisive, or like they may say one thing but then do the other, or change their mind a lot. They also may be a little bit of a liar, and they could suffer from a little negativity or pessimism. They do have potential for the future. They're very smart, very focused. They're kind-hearted, well-balanced. They're sincere for the most part, independent, reliable. They're loyal, and there's plenty of room for growth, change, and transformation around them as a person. Takira, how will the interview this month go? It should go really well because you got some nice money coming in, cause for celebration, anxiety moves into the past, and you're feeling well balanced. Plenty of room for growth, change, and transformation. Hi, fam. The usual 2 or 3 cards for indigo, okay. Pretty good. Feeling prepared, feeling grounded and stable, and feeling as if there's a new beginning on the horizon. Julie, did R feel seeing me just a few minutes ago as he picked up the little girl? Content, happy to see you. King of Cups energy, kind, caring, sincere, and he's probably going to be thinking about it a lot later on today because it's in his energy field. Like, 4 of Cups, he's going to be thinking about it. Sarah, Joe's next actions towards me. It may be slow and sporadic, but there is communication that's picking up that eventually leads to happiness. So it may be a little bit kind of all over the place, but communication. Christy, a general reading for next week, sure. Could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan that makes you feel relief. It also looks like an old wound or an old hurt is moving into the past. A disagreement or an argument will resolve itself and move into the past. The world is at your feet. Got a new journey on the horizon that brings in happiness. You got the love cup full. If you're with someone now, great. If you're not, somebody new could be coming in. Cause for celebration comes in around a water sign. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Anxiety moves into the past. And work may be busy, but good busy. You got some nice money coming in. 10 of Pentacles. And a soulmate connection. If you're with someone, great. If you're not, soulmate could enter. I would say maybe it may not be next week, but in the very near future. Kevin, oh damn. Do I see my children next month? Oh, I hope so. I think you will, yes. Julie, why is he concerned with R and he doesn't even try to see what's going on? Well, this relationship right now, I mean, it's gone so way out of balance that it's like, it's hard to pull a relationship back into balance. He originally pulled away because he really thought that he was up against R, right? But now, the further he pulls away, the more that you go after him, the more it pushes him away. I don't think he's really thinking so much about R. I just think that he's just kind of looking at it like it is what it is. And he sort of feels like you're waiting on him. And that's kind of the energy of the situation, that you're waiting on him. And that's why now things are not really moving forward, because he has all of the power in his hands. You know, it's like waiting for him to show up, waiting for him to call, but now blocking him, but really only blocking him because you want him to know you blocked him. It's not blocking him because you want him to go away. You're blocking him because you want him to come forward, which is really building a whole lot of resistance around the situation. So that's why it's not about R anymore. It was, and it still could be at some point, but I think it's more that he feels like he's in control of the situation and you're just waiting around for him. Quiet! Quiet! Alright, I'll be right with you. Can we cut off the super chat because I'm going to have to take WT. But I'll be back on tonight, probably about 10. All right, Dylan, just give me a sec. I'm almost done. I'm almost done, and then we're going to go, okay? Sarah, what's coming in love-wise? You got a well-balanced relationship that comes in, that's really well-functioning, that comes in out of the clear blue sky. Like a wish comes true, possibly with a brand new Capricorn. Listen to your intuition. Long-term potential is all over it. Like you made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief. I think it's a Capricorn coming in. I think it's new energy, and I think you may decide to walk away from something that you feel isn't working for you. More or less, how Y will treat me at work. Looks like you're getting more respect out of this person. I don't know if you've worked with them before, but Six of Pentacles would be they should be treating you well. And it looks like communication looks good, or things are improving. Any disappointments have moved into the past or will be moving into the past. All right, baby, I'll be right with you. All right, I just got to do the moderators, and I'll be right with you. All right, I'm coming. Dylan, just give me 1 second. Zara, updated love reading between me and Thomas for October. Listen to your intuition. Communication could pick up, but you still may be feeling disappointed by him. communication should pick up. If he's somebody from your past, he returns, but you still might feel like it's not really getting off the ground or it's not really going anywhere yet. Let's see what happens. At least communication will be picking up. He's mad at me. Mel, do you see long-term commitment coming in for me? My options suck. That sounds terrible. Is there long-term commitment possible around Mel? Yes, before the end of the year, water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and then you have an Aquarius. Feeling prepared for things to move forward, or things can move forward for the better for you quickly around a committed relationship. There also could be a Leo. Yeah, before the end of the year. There may be new energy that comes in, which would be nice, rather than the sucky energy. All right, thank you all very much for being here. I'm sorry I have to run so fast, but this guy's got to go. I'll see you guys tonight, probably about 10 o'clock. Thank you all again. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.